everybody, welcome back to my September declutter series. Today I'm going to be talking about eye makeup, and I've had a look through sort of where I keep my makeup, and I have sorted it into two piles. I've got the go pile and the keep pile. I think I'm pretty much more organised than I was for the lipstick one, and I don't think there'll be much crossover. In the other one I went through everything. I went through all the goes to go and all the keeps. I'm going to do that again, but what I'll try and do is in the description. But if you're only interested in the stuff I'm getting rid of, I'll do that first, and then in the down bar I'll try and put a time where to, if you're only interested in what I'm keeping, where to come in. So we'll go through the to-goes first. There's mixed reasons for things are going. Some stuff is old, some stuff is very much a duplicate of what I've already got, some of it I just don't like. It's rare that I wear makeup, not got makeup on now. Kind of wanted to put makeup on, but I haven't decided. I'll put some lip balm on. But let's go through the goers. First thing is this colour tattoo by Maybelline. I've never really used it, I never reached for it. I've had this quite a while. It's a bit dark, it's just not really my kind of thing. It's not just eyeshadows in here, by the way, it's a little bit of everything. I've then got this from NYX Make Me Beautiful quad eyeshadow, and it's beautiful, but it's just, you don't really get any colour payoff. Nothing, not a lot. So probably should have got myself a wipe. Got some tissues here. Then the next thing I'm getting rid of is this little mix from by Collection, all about the eyes. So it's like a little, and it's nice, but I just don't really use it. It feels very cheap and flimsy, and it's not the best, so there's no point keeping it. The next up is Revolution, and I think this came in a beauty box. I think you get two eyebrow colours and then all these brights, and but I remember when I got this, originally it was all smashed and I had to send me another one, and then I've just never used it, so sayonara. Another thing from a beauty box is this MUA Lux Utopia 10 shade palette, and this is very, very hard to work with. It looks beautiful, but it's just, and it feels so fragile. I'm kind of scared of it, and I just don't really like it. I've got two of these W7 in the City and in the Mood. There's a lot of packaging for how little shadows. They remind me very much of the Little Mix palette. I think they're meant to be dupes of Naked minis. I tried using these a few times, but they're just not the best. They're not really for me. I've got an Avon Duo in Warm Cashmere. Now I really like this, but I just never reach for anything like this, so it's time for it to go. Don't even remember where I got it from. I mean Avon obviously, but I don't remember when. And then I've got 6 Revolution Beauty palettes, and I've ummed and ahed about these, but it's time. It's time. So the first one is Hard Day, and I got this in a goodie bag. It annoys me that it references the Beatles. I know it doesn't, but Hard Day's Night. I just don't really like the colours in it that much. match. I don't find the colour payout to be very good. I've then got Stripped Bare, and this is 3 looks 1 palette, and I like the concept of it, but I just don't really like any of the colours in each of the sections together. I don't reach for it, I don't use it. Girls on Film, this is probably my most loved, but it's really old and I've kind of used up all the colours that I liked in it, so it's time for it to go. I've then got What You Waiting For palette, and I barely used this, but when I've looked at other palettes I've got very similar colours and these just take up space. I'm not particularly keen on the formula, so they go in. And then the next 2, I really thought long and hard about this, and I'm umming and ahhing about keeping them, but it's the Iconic Pro 1 and Iconic Pro 2 palettes. But I think I don't ever reach for them. I'm not keen on the packaging. These are definitely colours that I'm not fond of in this one, so I think I'm just going to let them go. The last eyeshadow is this Natural Collection duo in Mink and Sable. It's beautiful, but I never reach for it. I've tried using it as a pan that palette and I don't think I ever made a dent in it. The last few bits are sort of eyelinery things. I've got this Body Shop Smoky 2-in-1 gel liner and brows. I'm too messy for it. I've got a little nubbin of eyebrow pencil. I don't even know I think this is a Rimmel one, I couldn't tell you. It's old, I'm getting rid of a Kiko pencil. It's sharp and funny and it's messy. NYX retractable eyeliner. This one is very messy and I end up with it all over my face. And an Illamasqua Precision Ink. I think this was in a beauty box and this is just old now, so it's time for it to go. So what's staying? Quite a lot, really. Quite a lot. So there's a lot that's staying, so I don't feel that bad about getting rid of all those other things. I feel like this thing's missing. So we'll start with the things. I am keeping my 4 NYX Jumbo eye pencils. If you've watched my empties video, I've got Birchbox. I got a jumbo pencil in that was twice the price of these and I prefer these. So I've got Cashmere, which I don't love, but I've rarely used it. I've got Iced Mocha, which you can see how dirty that is. I love it. Rust, which I searched high and low for and finally got hold of, and Sparkle Leopard, which I love. I've also got one in French Fry, which I don't know where it is. I've got a feeling that might be in a handbag somewhere. This is a new thing and I've never used it, so it's staying, and this is a PS Flick Fix eye makeup remover balm from Primark, and you get a balm on one end and like a rubber on the other, and you fix your makeup with it. I've got the only mascara I've got at the moment, and I've just talked about this in my empties and was throwing it away, and then I realised this is the only sort of in-date mascara I've got. I don't love this one. I rave about this product, but this particular one is not great, so I'm going to go and buy myself a decent mascara today. When I say decent, it'll be Maybelline. I've got a Collection Extreme 24 Hour Felt Tip Liner. an Essence long lasting eye pencil, and that's in brown or Lucky Lead. I should have some more of them. I don't know where they all are though. I'm keeping this Ico Skinny Liquid Liner. I got that in a beauty box. I've got a Kiko Smart Pencil, and this is like in a weird purpley colour, but I thought that would be nice for autumn. And then I've got another purpley Rimmel one, which I like for autumn, and a brown NYX Glide On pencil. So I'm keeping all of those. I've then got, start with the biggies. I've definitely got 2 things at least missing. Probably fallen off. Right, I've got something that should go, and this is my original Naked palette, and this must be 8 or 9 years old, and it was purple and now it's brown. But I hardly used it. I love it. It was very expensive, even though I got it duty free on the plane, but I can't part with it. And I know you're all screaming, it's so old and dirty, throw it in the bin. I can't do it. I can't do it. I've then got a cargo makeup. I got this from TK Maxx, and I just love the colours. They're all shimmery, they're all a bit satiny, but I still adore this. And I use the odd colour every now and again, so I'm keeping that. Then got some Makeup Revolution Freedom stuff. So I'm keeping this. This is the original Redemption palette iconic one. And my friend sent me this, and so I'm keeping that over the other iconic stuff. I'm keeping the Freedom makeup, Today's Tonight, and I think this has a lot of the colours in the ones I'm getting rid of, are the colours that I liked out of those, so I'm keeping that. This is Makeup Revolution Salvation Palette Run by Run, and this has just got very similar to that last one, but it's got a few deeper colours which I like. And the next one, which is a bit weird but I'm keeping it, is Give Them Nightmares, and this is like really dark purples and greens, and I've used this at Halloween and I think it's worth saving just for that. Gosh. Then got Essence stuff. I've got this bronze Essence which my friend sent me. I've just really smudged it. But I love all these colours. They're all a little bit sparkly. I've got this Essence Blossom and Dreams, which it doesn't look like I've ever used, although the thing is dirty. That's just fell off. But I love all those colours, so I'm keeping that. These 2 are new, so I'm keeping them. These is A Million Nude Faces in Beautiful. And I've used this recently and I love it. I love it. It's a bit powdery, but I still love it. And this is In Love with Rose Eyeshadow Happily Ever After. And those colours are so pretty. So they're all staying. I've then got my only balm product. This is the Balm Voyage. And you've got eyeshadows, blush, and down at the bottom, which I think is a really cool idea, is lip sticky glosses, but they've got that so you don't get powder on them, so I'm keeping that. I've got these 3 little palettes from H&M, which I got in Spain last year on a sale for pennies. I think they were like €2 each instead of about €15, so this is kind of like a purpley one. A brownie green one, and a nudes one. Let's have a look. And then I'm keeping 4 Tanya Burrs. So this one, I think I promised my friend, but I've never been managed to pass it on to her. So this is the Galaxy iPad Quad, Hollywood, and this is worth saving just for that colour. That is enchantment, and I love that, especially for Christmas parties. This is the palette that I have used the most. This is the Fairy Tale palette, and I kind of want to find another one of these in a bargain bucket. Perfect for like every day. And this is my newest one, which I don't think I've used yet, and this is my Paradise palette, and I love the little pineapples. Ooh. So they're all staying. So you can see why I can justify getting rid of all those other ones. And then I thought I had 7 Colourpop colours, but there's only 5 here. Oh, they're here. Found them. So let's take the lids off these, and I will... So last year I went a bit crazy on the Colourpop website, and I got major customer charges, and I hated all the lipsticks they sent. I've saved a few, but not many. So I thought it was only fair to save these. So we have Birthday Girl, and it was for my birthday that I treated myself. They're just all a bit glittery. I'm just going to show you them. Prickly Pear, Valley Girl. These are nice to just like kind of add in the corners after you've done your makeup. Hot Tamale, such a stunning colour. Cheap Dates, I love that. That's almost reminds me of the one I love out of the Tanya Burr palette. Co-Pilot. And the last one is Moonshine. Oh, they're just absolutely stunning. So I'm keeping them. I rarely reach for them, but I'm keeping them all. So that is what I'm keeping. It does add up to just one basket. I'm sure there are other bits of eye makeup dotted around in handbags. There's probably, there must be some black eyeliner somewhere. But yeah, I'm really happy I've got it down to one basket. I don't feel bad about getting rid of any of those. They're old, I don't like them, I don't reach for them, and I feel like this is far more manageable. So I'm going to neaten this up, and I will say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and next week we'll be doing another decluttering. I'm not quite sure what that will be yet. It will either be face, nails or body stuff. So I will see you next week, and thank you very much for watching.